back with Midwife Cath, and we're going to move on to toddlers. We've covered babies a lot, but a lot of us have older children. Funny enough, they all grow up. But I have a toddler. And Cath, I think some people have trouble getting their toddler. It's like they go through a sleep regression when they get to like 2 or something. I'm not quite sure, but what are your tips for getting toddlers to sleep through the night?
So some babies have issues with, and toddlers have issues with sleep overnight. It can be various reasons. There can be teeth. Sometimes it's the dummy. You know, the dummy can wake the baby up because it's in and out and in and out. So sometimes that needs to be thrown out. Yeah. That becomes an issue of ours as parents, not the child's issue. 2-year-olds can start to dream. Now, if you see, you know, like a cartoon monster on the television, you know, in our dreams, we process what we've been doing during the day. So a little child might look at that monster and then think and dream about it. Yeah. So my, hint when a child wakes up with the night terrors or they're dreaming is to actually go in, pick them up, bring them outside into the kitchen, give them a little drink of water or milk, and then put them back into bed. Right. And say, now it's time to go back to sleep. Actually break the dream, or else they keep waking up. Right. Because when you have a dream and it keeps recurring when you don't actually wake up. Yeah. Yeah. So it's quite a good idea to and not having them crying all the time, because it can be frightening for them. That's when you get into that they hop into bed and, then you get into issues where the baby's co-sleeping with you and then that goes forever. So it's actually dealing with it at the moment and understanding what they're thinking, not what you want them to do.
Yeah, right. Okay. Because when my 3-year-old will put down, we'll read him a book. We have kind of a nighttime routine for him. But then he will call out to us a million times before he will go to sleep. Yeah. So we'll sit down, we've put the boys to bed, and then it's like, from the other end, we've said to him, you're never to get out of your bed because we've got stairs in the house. Yeah. So he's quite good. He's trained to be like a dog like that. Yes. But how many times? How do we stop? At least between 5 and 10 times, honestly, every night.
Absolutely, that's
we
fine.
We have to go in. No, it's not, Cath.
Well, there's a few things I do, and a few things I have done with my son. One of them is to say, now listen, don't go to sleep. I want your eyes open. Okay, no sleeping. Keep your eyes open, and I'll be back. And then you go back, at 2 minutes. It's sort of like a different control crying. Right. So you go back and say, good boy, you're still awake. Now, I'd like you to keep staying awake. Now, I hope my son's not watching this because it's what I do with him. Now, stay awake for mummy. Read your book and stay awake in your bed. I'll be back. I tell you what, it works. After a while, they're desperately trying to
I'm going to try that tonight. That sounds like the craziest thing I've ever heard, telling them to keep their eyes open. What about, because I always say
reverse psychology.
Yeah.
No, good boy, keep awake. And they're like...
What about, because I won't let him have any toys or books in the bed, but are you like it's okay to have a book in the bed?
Well, maybe a little, it's up to you. But but it's certainly, keeping awake is a good idea. Wow. Well, it's because, it's they need to have some control at some level. If you're saying go to sleep, then I'm not going to sleep. Right. If you say don't go to sleep, they will.
Yeah, okay. I might try. That's a good tip.
It's about being kind to your child too, rather than come on, you have to do this. It's actually being a bit smarter than your child too. Yeah, right. So make some games and have a bit of fun with them, rather than that it's all so strict and so you have to do this.
And what about the toddlers or the young kids who get out of bed at night and want to go into mum and dad's bed? Yeah. What do you suggest?
Look, the only way to do it is you say nothing. All you do is you say, we're going back to bed. You hop back into bed. Good night. And you hop back into bed. You have to do that until they go back to sleep. It's exactly like control crying. Right. So if it's 10 times, if it's 100 times, you've got to win the battle to win the war.
Right. So you just get out of bed yourself, walk them back, and you could be up until basically
keep doing it
they're
until
not getting in your bed.
Yeah, that's right. And don't go to sleep.
Yeah. Don't go to sleep. Off we go. Yeah. Thank you, Cath.